Hannah, firstly, the weekend, a bit of a tough loss, but we'll talk about the positive. What was it like playing out here?
Oh, it was pretty cool playing in front of 5,500 people. I think myself, or other than probably the girls that came from the Crows that have played in front of 55 at their grand final. I don't think many girls have played in front of more than a couple of hundred. So it was pretty cool to have 5,500 people cheering for us.
Yeah, I mean, you're used to crowds like the Gold Coast and stuff, but
Yeah.
Port Adelaide supporters feel a little bit different.
They are. They're very passionate. They were even booing some of the Doggies players when they were kicking goals. So now we love the passion though.
What was the Never part like?
Oh, it was cool. Like being at the men's game, seeing it, and then having it at our game. It was special, and it's something that we'll remember and we'll cherish for all of our home games. So I think it'll be a good tradition that we can carry on through all the teams in the club.
What was the key takeouts, I suppose, from the loss and I suppose the big areas to improve?
Key takeouts, obviously we pride ourselves on the contested possession game, and we lost that on the weekend. Although it was a hotly contested game, we probably were just giving away a few silly free kicks when we were trying to be too contested. But the key takeaways is probably just building a bit more connection through all the lines and playing more of the offense game style that we've sort of been practicing over pre-season. I think we shied away from that a bit on the weekend. Not sure the reasoning, but yeah, we probably just want to build a bit more on our offense game style, and we like our elite kicking skills. We just need to bring that back.
I know it's only a couple of games in, and you're still getting a good read in competition, but a pretty good opportunity this weekend to get a win against the boys.
Yeah, 100%. I think our best footy can beat more than half the teams in the competition. So the Blues only went down by 1 point to Essendon, who's an expansion team, and we know that we can match and are, at times better than Essendon. So if we can play our best footy against Carlton, they play similar game style to Doggies, so we've had a bit of practice already. So yeah, they're definitely gettable.
You're one of so many new players to the club across from Gold Coast. Firstly, how's the move been and
Yep.
settled in?
Yeah, it took a little bit to settle in, but once the partner and, like I said, the dog arrived, then yeah, it felt a bit better. But it's obviously lifestyle's fairly different to Gold Coast, the weather, but the club's helped set me up with a decent job too, which I'm really enjoying. So yeah, feeling very settled now.
And the leadership stuff, obviously you're in the leadership group, you come across really well credentialed as well. But how does that sit with you, and how's that area you're going?
Yeah, good. I think I learned a lot at Gold Coast, as I think most new sort of captains do in their first couple of years, captaining a team, and that was to probably, get my game in order instead of trying to, fix all the problems and, think that I can be everyone's sort of shoulder to cry on. People look up to you more when you're playing well. So I think that's probably one of the biggest takeaways I learned as a leader is you've got to have your backyard in order and have to be playing good footy to be able to lead well.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you were part of the Suns from the start.
Yep.
How long does it take, not just training but playing, before you really gel, I suppose, as a football club?
I think it's honestly probably quite individual depending on who you've sort of got in your team and who's in your staff and how well they sort of, I guess, take on feedback and changes they make. And we're lucky enough here at Port Adelaide that we've got really good female leaders, and they're constantly asking for feedback, and the feedback that we do give them they're taking on board and making changes. So in terms of connecting with the team, it's made it super easy, and we've got a whole group of great humans. So I think we've gelled quite well for only being together 13 weeks. Feels like I've known the girls for a lot longer than that.